Good morning. I feel like that should be my tagline at this point. I was editing my last video and I was laughing because like basically every clip I filmed was like in the morning, so I'd automatically just say like good morning, and then it's like my video is just like 5 or 6 clips of me just saying good morning at the start. But I'm just being real, it's another morning. It is Friday. Ooh, excuse me, hopefully that's not an unlucky day, but it's currently Friday the 13th of September. And the reason why I'm filming today is because we have a very special visitor to the Taylor Stock household, and that is in the form of my twin brother, David. He resides in Auckland in the big smoke, and we don't probably see each other. I'm gonna have to edit all those yawns out. We don't probably see each other as often as we'd like, which is fine. So I always get very excited when we do. And we'll probably literally only be spending, I think it's just today, and then he's staying tonight, and then he's got plans with his friends in the weekend, which is fine. So we're gonna make the most of it. So I've got the day off today because my work is awesome, and I still, even though I just took how many days off? 4 days? Something? I can't remember. Took a few days off to move house. I still have lots of annual leave left, so I mean, it was kind of like not last minute. Also, before I carry on, how cute is my new mug. It's even got them like on the inside, but I won't show you that. Yum. Theo is asleep, so I'm going to get changed whilst he's asleep, and then we're going to go pick up Uncle David from the airport soon. It is a cold, it's supposed to be, it's kind of weird weather in spring in Dunedin. Like some days you get beautiful sunshine and it's like nearly 20 degrees or over 20 degrees, and then other days, for example yesterday, freezing cold, rained all day. We've had the fire on, like Ben put the fire on this morning before he left for work, bless him, because I said actually, excuse me, it's quite early. I got up at like 6:30, which might not be early to some people, but it is to me, okay? And it's supposed to be cold today, so I feel like today's the perfect time for me to wear my matching tracksuit because I'll be nice and snuggly and warm, and why not? So I've got my White Fox hoodie. Me and my friends, we all got kind of like matching ones in different colours, and a couple of the girls, I think actually all the girls have like the full matching tracksuits, like I just had the hoodie. And for my birthday, the girls treated me to the matching joggers, so now I'm like a full, what do they call it, a jail suit? Canadian tux, no, it's not Canadian tuxedo, that's when you wear double denim, isn't it? Prison suit, matching tracksuit, that's what it is. Anywho, I also have on my new Temu pyjamas with the little, oh, they're so cute. I did a Temu order on my TikTok, if you want to see it. I have a TikTok that's also called Stocked with Katie, and I did a Temu order on there. And I got like 30 things, and I don't even think it cost me, I think it might have been like just over $100. And like, I'm sorry, where are you getting that kind of, you know, you're just not. I need to get changed. I'm not gonna film like doing my makeup and stuff because I feel like that's a bit boring. I don't want to keep kind of rinse and repeating the same stuff. You know, we've got 5 videos out now. I'm kind of getting into the swing of things. feel like I'm a bit more comfortable. I hope it's coming across that way, but I feel like I'm a bit more comfortable like talking to a camera. I'm getting kind of used to it a bit more. I'm still occasionally looking at the viewfinder thing which is above, because it is quite distracting when it'd almost be easier like if I couldn't see myself, but then you kind of need to see yourself so you don't film a whole video and like it looks weird, all the angles are off. I'm gonna get changed, and then because I'm obviously taking a wee mate with me to the airport, I'm gonna try and film some content of like David arriving and stuff, and I know he'll definitely want to be in my video, so we might even do like maybe like a twins Q&A or something while Thea's in bed, and we'll just sit and answer some quick random generic like quick twin questions and see how that goes. I also was thinking the other day, you know how like obviously when YouTubers welcome their videos they usually have like a tagline. I'm trying to think. Clearly there's nothing coming, but it's like, yeah, I'll need to think about that so I don't start every video just saying good morning. Although that's fine, there's some YouTubers that do that, but they're like kind of the more probably well-known ones where it's like we already know who you are. There's something so nostalgic for me about like YouTube, like certain YouTubers I follow and I really enjoy watching. There's certain like nostalgia in it, it makes me feel good. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing it. Oh, I got my nails redone. You already know who it was by, Queen Mia. Praise Queen Mia, she is just chef's kiss. So they're like a chocolatey brown with like a little swirl detail. I think they're really cute. It was kind of like my last maybe set of like wintry nails. I'm hoping I can kind of, you know, move into the fun, the spring, summer now. I also realised I don't think I addressed. I got some tattoos. I got 3 new tattoos. Maybe I guess I could just show you them now. So one of them is like a little teddy bear, my beautiful veiny arms. And that's for Theo, because obviously his nickname's Teddy, so I wanted to get something for him. They're very cute, very random. I got some flowers on the back of my arm. It cracks me up how sensitive my skin is. Like I've clearly had a reaction to like the tattoo, like second skin. And I have here as well. And then I got this there, which you probably can't really read, but I can read it, and it says the word sunshine. Just like a little reminder to always look on the bright side of things in life. I don't know, it means something to me. And also just don't forget that like you're a sunshine person. It might sound like full of myself, but I like to pride myself, and I know my brother's kind of the same. We're both kind of what I would call like these kind of sunshine people, where I like to think, you know, I'm a very kind person, and a person that people like to be around, and just kind of always being, I don't know, maybe the light for people when they're kind of a bit down in the dumps or a bit dark. I'd like to think I was that kind of friend that could like help to pick people up. So maybe it's, yeah, anyway, I'm going into a lot of detail. The flowers don't mean anything, and I'm going to probably get more tattoos that don't mean anything. I had a look the other day when I went to the girl that did these, who's awesome, Marth Tattoo in Dunedin. If you don't know, you should know, because she's so lovely, and she has such a nice studio there, and all the tattoo artists and like piercers and stuff are all women, and like it's so cool. My little sunshine tattoos probably, and the teddy, sorry, they have meaning. But I also saw this little croissant tattoo, because if you don't know, I'm obsessed. I love croissants. Like if I could just live off like one food that wouldn't like make me morbidly obese for like ever, it would probably be croissants, and I could just eat them all the time. And then I also was going to get this little takeaway coffee cup tattooed on me, but I didn't. Anyway, I'm just wittering now, so I'm gonna go, and the next time I see you, I'll hopefully have an Uncle David in tow.
What's in there? Do you want this?
We've been reunited.
Yeah. It's an elephant, isn't it?
Thea's already stuck in. Right, so this is my twin. Say hi.
Hey, how are you? It's a monkey.
So we picked him up from the airport, and we've just literally come to this real cute cafe in Dunedin. It's called Atrix. I'm currently just sitting on the floor because Theo's got the toy box out
And then we go.
and is playing with the toy box. But we're just gonna grab some coffees and then we'll probably maybe head to town.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Just for a wee mooch. But it's honestly, it's so cute in here, like such cool vibes. I've also just spotted this coffee cup, which matches my nails very nicely, that I really don't need. Actually, no, I do. I don't have a stainless steel coffee cup, so actually I do need it. So may potentially buy that. And there's real cool like merch as well that you can get, which is really cool. I think that's really cool. Maybe cherry, strawberry, sorry, and we bucket hats. But yeah, we're gonna eat some food, aren't we? Can you say hi, Theo?
You say hi.
Say hi.
What?
What's that?
10 apples up on top.
Hiya.
Hi. Say hi.
Come to one of our favourite spots, Kiki. Me and David used to come here quite a lot, didn't we, when we were students back in the day? Come and get poutine. They do a lit poutine, which is like gravy, cheese, so good. And then these like Mexican iced coffees, which is... Oh, you'll need some of that ice. Theo's got an apple juice. He's very happy about that. We just had a graduation on as well while we were here. We just had some bagpipes and then we were away with the brigade. Get out onto the bagpipes.
Get on the
Yeah, these
bagpipes.
Mexican iced coffees are so good. You get like, is that agave syrup? Is that what it is?
What?
It's like nectar or something.
Yeah, maybe it might be like aniseed kind of, but not really. It's like sweet sugar syrup.
Aniseed. Yeah, true.
think.
Oh no, it's alright, mate. And then you get a shot of coffee, and then you get like a stick of cinnamon in it, and cinnamon on the top is so good.
Indeed,
It's really yum. So coffee off.
There's a mess on you, girl.
Bugger. I haven't even been in the vlog today because I look like an egghead. I look like a tiny little egghead. Back up, Mum. I'm like today's 5 unwashed hair, which is a bit rank, so I just kind of slick it back and just pretend that it's the look I'm going for, but I look like an egg.
5-day.
Theo is on one because we had some chocolate croissant at the last place we went to.
Cheese roll.
So you're a bit...
Yeah.
He's like, get your hand off me, Mum. Can you say hiya?
Say hi.
Hiya. Say, well, I'm having some chips.
Having
This
chippies.
boy loves fries. It's like one chip after the next, honestly. Whoopsie daisy. Did you hear him? He said whoopsie daisy. He's like a little parrot at the moment, honestly. Everything we say is just reciprocated by little parrot boy. Yeah.
Want a chippy?
So yeah, we're just in town, having a wee mooch. Hey guys, I thought while we've got David here, we could do a little, what do you call it, like twin questions. I mean, we already know probably like mostly everything about each other, I would say, but might be fun to just answer some like random questions. Do something a little bit different in the video. Have you found some?
I don't know if these are relevant though.
Well, they're a bit weird.
No, they're not that bad.
Who's that? Oh no, this is good.
Do you want to ask them?
Okay, yeah. So the first question is, who's the older twin?
Me. 20 minutes.
Yes, so Dave, I think it's one like 19
Yeah.
minutes.
19 minutes. Round to 20.
Yeah, so 20 minutes. David is the older twin.
Yeah.
I'm the younger twin.
Yeah.
And that's that, really.
Get me out. That's what I was saying. Get me out of there.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure I ate all the food in the room and David came out like fucking blue.
Yeah, I was like malnourished.
And I just ate all the food.
Yeah.
Okay.
And came out bum first, didn't you?
I did. I came out breech, poor mum. I came out arse first, literally.
I came out
Welcome
fine.
to the world. You're all
You were
good,
probably like,
especially.
you go first.
Yeah, I'll come after. Something's going on here.
Yeah.
It might be breach. What is your favourite memory together? That's a really good question. I feel like there's so many.
There's so many cool memories. I think like caravan holidays will always stand out. Like just the road trips, listening to. I remember me and you sitting in the back seat of the fucking Lucinda.
Oh my god, yeah.
Or we turned the tables
Big family
around.
wagon.
Turn the tables around. We had a table in the middle of the van, and we turned it around, and me and James would play cards and stuff.
Yeah.
But if we were in the back, we'd have a CD player with a double headset adapter.
And we'd listen to one each.
And we'd have the plug that
the
Dad
double-
got, the double head
yeah.
one. We both had our headphones in.
Do you guys remember that when you had like CD players or Walkmans and you had this little adapter that was like a little thing that went into there and then it had like two like jack points and you
Yeah.
could both plug your headphones in.
Yeah.
Obviously like your wrap around.
Yeah, we had like
Headphones.
over the head ones.
Over the head ones that kind of like fitted around your little ears.
Little tiny like the phone things that used to get deleted.
Yeah.
And we'd make dances up, and I'm making a dance up to the streets.
Oh my god.
What was the song? You remember? Was it Streets?
Is that I get knocked down, but
But
I get up again. You're never gonna keep me. I'm pretty sure it was just running around, falling on the floor.
Yeah.
Getting up, running around.
Yeah, so I reckon that. Maybe Scotland's probably the holiday that stands out the most. That's probably like a cool
When
memory.
we went to Harlem Mystery World.
Yeah.
And we made scrapbooks.
And I freaked out.
David freaked out. So
And we
like,
went to ride
we should
bikes.
probably preface that like it's probably not a New Zealand thing, but in the UK where we were from, caravanning was like.
Yeah, huge.
I mean, it is a New Zealand thing, but most people go like tenting or have backtrips
Yeah.
and stuff. Whereas in the UK, caravanning is very popular.
Yeah.
Like you just go to like caravan
People don't really
parks.
own multiple properties.
No, you just kind of have your caravan. So that was like our childhood was, you know, parking up the caravan. We would sleep in the awning, like an awning. Mum and Dad would get the caravan. We would sleep in a fucking tent outside.
Abuse. I used to be scared and like sneak in there. And I used to wake
Get
up. And we used to like, I don't know if you guys remember this or did it on family holidays, but when you were a kid, there was those multi-packs of cereal. Little boxes.
Yes!
And it'd be
Oh my
like
God, cool memory.
Special K,
We'd
cornflakes,
fight over
Cocoa
which
Pops.
ones we
And
got.
I would wake up earlier than everyone else and
To
like
get the
sneak
Cocoa
in.
Pops.
I remember one time I snuck into the camera, mum and everything, like took the Cocoa Pops out and put it in my bed under my pillow and like kept it there. And you guys were like, where's the Cocoa Pops gone? And I like already poured it in my bowl and started eating it.
It's bloody
Sneaky.
because I always got left with like Rice Krispies
Yeah,
or
you always
like
got some crap.
cornflakes.
I mean, it was like the tier levels of it. Terrible was that Special K. Even though as an adult, I really liked Special K.
Same. I like Special K with like the berries.
Yeah, but they were never ones with berries. It was just
Nah,
plain.
it's just plain.
Frosties were lit.
Frosties are good. I don't know if you had them
Cocoa
in there.
Pops.
Cocoa Pops.
What else? You got shredded wheat in there. That was all.
Shredded
I didn't.
wheat.
I didn't mind that if you could have sugar on it.
Yeah.
But I would bring those back. I like a little bit of variety. That was it. So it's probably a cool memory. There's definitely lots more. Like we could rattle on. We could make videos after videos of like.
I know.
things
We'll
we
have to
did.
do another one for the other stuff. But yes,
What's
I guess
yours?
that would be. I do remember we had a holiday to the Isle of Wight
Oh my god, yes. Those
with our
milkshakes.
cousins, both sets of cousins. And I remember those milkshakes we had too. They were unreal. And we used to go on like. Yeah, and I just remember that. That's probably a favourite. But then I guess that would be more like a family memory. I'm trying to think of memories of like just like me and you. Probably more like when we're older, like to be honest, because we obviously are very close. Like I'm, you know, like we're definitely twins that are like very close, and because we don't live in the same city anymore, I feel like probably cool memories is when we actually get to spend time together now as adults. Like even if it's just a day,
Yeah.
like I love going to Auckland to see David like by myself, and we can just have like that time together, which you don't get anymore.
Yeah,
you
just
know,
appreciate it way more now.
Yeah,
because you know that it's not like all the time. Because we used to always be, our rooms were always right next to each other.
Yeah,
we were always at the same end of the house, never ever on other ends, and we'd always be hanging out or close by to each other. So now, thankfully for technology, you can like Snapchat each other.
Yeah, and FaceTime and stuff.
Obviously, watch the vlogs to keep up to date with what she's up to.
You know, let them know what I'm up to.
Yeah, but it's something that I definitely, more cool memories now.
You should know your password. No.
Yeah, you should. Oh, wait.
Right.
Everyone will listen. You can
I'll
me.
cut that bit out. Right, okay, each other's dream job.
Ooh.
Is that like when I pick a job for you, or does it just mean like what's our
No, what's your dream job?
Be?
What would be your dream job?
To be honest,
what was your first one ever, and then what's it now?
What do you mean?
Like what were you when you were a kid? Like
my dream
your first job
be?
when you were a kid. What was your first like memory of what you wanted to do?
First memory of what I wanted to do when I was a kid would probably be like a vet.
Yeah, until you were
until I did work experience, and then I had to fucking hold a dog while I was getting put
the
down.
first day.
That was horrendous.
I think we all told you as well. We're like, you do know vets don't just bring animals back to life.
Yeah.
They also let them go.
I remember that. I did work experience at a vet. Oh god, yeah.
You came home bored.
And the South African vet, like the guy was lovely, but he was trying to get this. Oh, I probably shouldn't. But yeah, he was trying to get this dog's like vein, and the dog was looking at me like, get me gone. He was so old, this big old chocolate lab, and I was just holding him like,
crying probably.
And like even the family didn't want to be in there with him, and I felt real bad. And I remember the vet saying to me, this is what always stuck with me, the one thing that has always stuck with me through that work experience, cleaning cat shit, fucking all this other stuff, was he said to me, I don't like when families aren't in the room with their pets, because your pet, that they actually like, they should have that memory of you that you're the last person they see, because they've only known you their whole life, and you should be able to look into your dog's eyes while they're passing away.
I think it's like courtesy.
And I was like,
even if it's only one person, surely one person in the family has like the strength to do it.
come on,
I wouldn't be able to do it.
And I was just like, brr. So that for when I was younger, vet, and then as I've gone older, now that I'm doing like these YouTube videos and things like that, like I wouldn't really say like, oh my god, like, you know, I want to be like a full-blown like influencer, but and I know that it will be like hard work. It's not like, you know, people just say, oh, influencers like easy and stuff. Like you probably get a lot of online hate that you have to deal with, so it's probably a big mental health battle.
Yeah.
You might get pressure into things that you don't really want to do. So I think as long as I'm like authentic, which I am anyway.
Yeah.
And it's more just a hobby at the moment. But if I could, maybe potentially turning it into a career, or I would love to own my own like homeware store. Okay, we might be in a new angle. We just watched a street fight. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I own my own homeware shop. Like I'm obsessed with like homeware. If you're from New Zealand, what would be a shop that's like globe like? Because if you're in Dunedin, I'd say Moi Design or something like that. I'd love to own something like that. But I'm like, what's like?
Do you reckon like Flo and Frankie's a bit too closey? But
Nah,
kind of like that vibe.
So like Flo and Frankie vibes
Mm.
with some clothes, but mainly like stationery, homeware,
bits of jewelry,
dineware, jewellery, bags, wallets.
Yeah.
That kind of thing would be my
Yeah, I can see you owning a store like that.
I would froth that every day. I'd probably make no money, because every time something new would come in, I'd be like, I'll just buy that. And then there'd be nothing for customers to buy.
You'd be like, I've got it in my house. I've tried it. It's great. It's great.
What about you?
My first, I reckon acting probably had to be one of my first, what I wanted to do. And then now, I think I work in media in Auckland for New Zealand Media and Entertainment, which owns like radio brands, print, and digital. So I probably would want to be in that sort of sphere. So whether it's owning like my own agency or something like that, I think like ad agency would be kind of fun, or something in music, whether in like a record label or something like that. Yeah,
like working for like, or like finding artists.
Yeah,
like
I love
that. Like a scout, like a talent scout.
Yeah.
Like going to like pubs and like little venues and like scouting like new artists.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. That would be a really cool job. So that's probably my two. Yeah. But something I've always been creative, or always wanted to do something in the creative space.
You're kind of living out that now, I guess, with what you're doing. But then David and I are very like music
Yeah, orientated. We always have been since I think
I
it's the way
didn't-
we grew up like
Um,
around all sorts of music. Like Dad would listen to like Queen and like Josh
Garth
Groban
Brooks,
and
Dolly Parton,
yeah, Mum would listen to that sort of stuff about show tunes as well.
Christopher.
Yeah, Christopher. Oh,
Love
God.
him.
Love him, but Pat Benatar. And then like James was into like what heavy metal and
Slipknot.
Linkin Park.
Yeah,
Bullet
we
for My
were
Valentine.
into.
You were like
I was like Atomic Kitten, Steps,
Spice Girls.
Banger Boys.
And
You
then
were
I
into
was into
Busted McFly. You guys don't know these bands because every time I bring them up to like New Zealand friends,
yeah.
my partner, he knows Busted, like that one song, you know, been to the year 3000. No matter change that they live underwater. Probably get copyrighted. My last video was copyrighted.
Banger.
Yeah, which is,
Yeah.
but no many people know that,
Nah.
but yeah.
But yeah, and then I transitioned into more hip hop and rap and like started liking that sort of music.
Yeah.
Like I remember listening to Boyz II Men a lot with Mum.
Oh my god, yeah, Boys to Men.
The album
Usher,
Evolution.
you love
Usher,
Chris
yeah.
Brown, Usher, probably your.
Yeah, I was like a white boy that loved R&B.
Good
Still
old
do.
R&B.
Still do.
God, yeah, music's really good.
Yeah.
We had this thing at work the other day. I was in like a team meeting. They asked the question like if you got locked away in like a cabin for like the weekend, and there was like a small avalanche that meant you couldn't get out, but you'd be gone in like 3 days.
Yeah.
You've got food and water there already.
Yeah.
Don't need to worry about that. Who would you go with for the weekend, and what's 3 things you would have? And I chose you. I said I would go. Everyone was choosing like their husbands, their like best friends, and I was like, I'm probably gonna feel really bad saying this because I probably should take Theo or Ben, but no.
Yeah.
I was like, I would
You
take
know
my
you're getting
brother.
out. It's like a mini holiday.
I was like, I'd take my brother, and I would take music,
Yeah.
like just something that could play, like obviously my phone with Spotify or something that could just play music. I said some form of alcohol, so you could like just have a crack up time and just get drunk. And I said like some real funny like ball games, like games kind of like this, like where you hard questions where you like find out more about each other, even though we know
pretty much
everything about each other.
Yeah.
But I just think it'd be
Yeah, that would be fun.
yeah.
I'd probably choose
That's
you
what
as
made me
well.
think of, like,
To
the
be
music.
fair, I would probably definitely choose you. And there would be music involved, alcohol, and then there'd probably be like music instruments or something. Because I reckon like you could have a lot of fun like jamming, even though we don't really know
Get
that
my
much. You could play-
ukulele.
yeah, or something. I reckon that would be fun. Doing
Yeah,
something like that would be mean.
fun.
Especially because we don't get much time by ourselves unless you come to Auckland,
Yeah.
and that's when I get to like show you around.
True.
So that'd be fun. What's
That
next?
would be fun. Who takes longer to get ready?
Yeah, easy question. Yeah.
Obviously me.
Yeah.
I think that's not really a fair. If you're
It's
a
not a
boy
fair
and a girl,
question.
because unless you have like a, I know some guys that wear makeup, which is totally fine. But like, I wear makeup,
Yeah.
and even if I do like a quick face, it takes me like 20 minutes because I'm quite particular.
Yeah, of course.
So.
I reckon that's fair.
And hair on top. Sorry, so definitely me.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have anything matching? Ooh, it's quite a good question.
Anything matching?
Trauma.
Oh, there's sleep. Yeah, no, yeah, trauma, lots of trauma.
Trauma.
Trauma,
Shared trauma.
trauma bond.
Trauma bonds.
Matching. Do we have anything matching? No, I
Personalities.
did.
To some degree.
Yeah, personality for sure. Blue eyes.
Blue eyes. I'm
Blue
looking for
eyes.
a man in finance.
Blue eyes. No, I reckon that's probably it. Freckles.
Yeah, we don't really like. Obviously, I mean, we have. I reckon if we were like the same gender, we would have very like similar taste in clothes and things like that.
I think in some ways, I think we have like similar taste in music.
Oh, yeah, we do actually. That's probably something.
Is that matching though?
Yeah, matching music taste.
Yeah, we're like melancholic.
Yeah, we like everything
From
that gets
trauma.
us in our trauma feels.
Like, I listen to music, people are like, that's so depressing, but I actually like love hearing music
Same.
like that people can like talk about their experiences they've been through, even if it's traumatic. It's like capturing that down.
Same. Song you would describe each other.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's quite a good one.
Song
That you would describe each other. That's really hard.
That is really hard.
I'm trying to think of some even that come to mind.
Trying to think of songs. I've got one. Can I say album?
Oh yeah.
Kelly Clarkson.
Oh my god. Breakaway.
Yeah. Because I vividly remember hearing that blasting from your room a lot. And you singing it. And then like sitting in your bed like hearing you sing it.
When the rain falls down, I just stare up.
I don't know why, there's definitely been other albums, but I just remember that album. And maybe Colby Calais, Bubbly.
Oh my god.
Because I think that's like also your personality, like you're bubbly.
That-
I think that's probably a song that I'd But when I do hear it, because Hannah sometimes plays it. Hannah's my flatmate, by the way, in
What
Auckland.
song would describe each other?
I'd say that's probably something that sticks out to me.
I might go on the train of that. This wouldn't really describe you, but I just think of Usher Burn.
Yeah,
Because David was just obsessed with that song, and Usher just anyway, and he'd like dancing and Usher Burn
it's still a jam.
But like maybe a song that like describes you, though, would be something. I don't know who this was written about, but I always think for David, just because he like moved away and stuff like that, the Noah Kahan, up your thing, better handle your heart, say whatever you need, wherever you are, we ain't angry at your love. You're the greatest thing we've lost.
Not gone, but I know what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know why, but that song makes me feel very like
nostalgic,
and it makes me feel like
you're gonna go far.
Even though David's that's how I feel of David. Because even though like you're not here, it's like you know, it's like I'm very proud of him and everything that he's doing. And I feel like that song's a bit.
You're a homo and I'm a homo, so it works.
You're not wrong. What's one thing that you can do well but the other can't? Ooh.
You can cook.
You can. Basically any domestic chores.
Yeah, literally.
Cooking,
cleaning. Like you were like
raising
the mum.
A child.
You were like the mum, but you were like raising me and Jay's before even having kids. Probably. You were like the
very maternal.
Yeah.
Very maternal.
You were definitely like, so I reckon that would definitely be something you do way better than I can do. Way better. Singing, I've always tried, you're way better than me.
I wouldn't sound amazing though.
What else are you way better at?
That's enough. You don't have to.
You're also way better at like you've always been quite like good at visualizing stuff and doing it. So like making stuff, like rooms. Like the deck is that really nice. I'm not good at that. I'm creative in other ways.
True. Yeah. I feel like you could be if you set your mind to it.
Yeah, probably. I think my ADHD probably doesn't allow me to do that. You've definitely got it too, but you've always been a bit better at.
Board.
Yeah, see, I get bored doing that kind of stuff. I start getting interested, and I'm like,
Pinterest is.
I knew. I was talking to Hannah actually the other day about you, the bathroom, and you guys do it up. I was like, oh, Hannah, you'll be able to help Katie out, and Hannah goes, look, I already know Katie. She'll have Pinterest boards. She'll have it all done. She'll know what she wants.
Yeah, I already know what I want. One thing you do that the other one can't. I would say, like, David and I are both very social. Like, anyone that knows us, like, we are very similar. We're very sort of always see class as, like, extrovert, outgoing. Like, we are. But I would say that David's a lot better, for example, like, if we went to, like, a networking event and we both knew no one, I feel like David's a lot better at just, like, starting up conversations with, like, random people than I am.
Yeah.
Like, once I would get into it, I would be fine, but I'm definitely not...
Yeah.
Like David's very good at. I would say you're better at that.
Yeah,
maybe
probably.
like networking or talking
I
to
think
people.
probably more natural, like, but more natural. I don't worry so much about the initial combo.
Yeah, whereas I'm a bit like.
But once you're there, you're like. Man.
Once I'm in the conversation, I'm fine. Like my partner says, like he never worries going to events or anywhere with me where he knows no one because he's like. I'm never stressed when I'm going to an event with you or like a party or somewhere I've never been because you're always going to talk to people.
Yeah.
So he kind of sees me as that person, but then that's because he's an introvert. So
yeah,
I guess.
But I think the good thing is we always try and include people into like groups. Like,
yeah,
we've
we're
always
definitely
been like
very
that.
inclusive.
Yeah, we've always been like that, and that I think comes from just like when we were younger, moving so much to many schools. And I remember always being the one to like
outcast people, so it's kind of
pull you into like chats of friends and stuff. And our
Yeah.
friend groups were always, even though you had all the girls, like I had the boys. Our groups always
we'll kind of hang around
tangled.
the same people.
Always, like every single school we went to, every high school.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Always the same. What's next?
So I'd probably say that about you. There probably is more things. Oh, that's an obvious question. Do you have the same personalities? Yes.
Yeah.
We're different.
I'd say
we're different, and there's lots of ways where me and David are different.
Yeah.
But in terms of personality-wise,
I think we're very similar.
I think we are very similar.
Which obviously makes sense.
Like, for example, if I knew somebody who was liked me, I would know that they would get on with you.
Yeah. I've always been
like
that
someone
with
that
my
like
mates.
gets on with me, I would never be worried to introduce them to David because I'd be like, well, David's just like me, so if you like me, you're gonna like David.
Yeah. And I think it's, yeah, I 100% agree with that. I think all my friends who I've introduced you to are like, because I would say you're better than me. If people like me, I'm like, Katie's the better version of me.
I say that about you.
I know, that's the thing. I knew you'd say that,
You know,
but it's true.
I would say, if you like me, wait till you meet my brother.
Yeah.
Like I say, he's like so much cooler than I am. Right, sorry, we just had to change. This is going to be probably more up close. I actually quite like this. I can't really see when the camera's far away. We just had to change to my phone because my camera
Got hot.
got a bit hot.
Got hot, got the fire
She
on.
can't handle the pressure. She's
We're
a bit
both
flaky.
in the room. Too hot.
She's a bit flaky, so she did just die. So we're just going to carry on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we won't get around to filming it again. What's Silly's question about being twins?
Oh, I always get, are you identical?
Oh my god, yes.
I say my twin sister and they go, are you guys identical? I don't know if that's a weird question or I think that's weird, but I'm like, how? I don't know how you can be identical.
If you're not like fraternal twins. Yeah.
Like, how does that seems to me like a dumb question.
I know, but actually you get asked it a lot, so maybe there is a way that, like, if you're no, you can't be. I feel like you can only be identical twins if you're both boys or both girls, but please correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's probably the silliest question I get.
What's the next question?
Describe each other in 3 words.
I'm gonna go charismatic.
Like generous, with like both time, like energy, everything. Like your whole energy is like generous, like you're always giving. Always.
That is the
Hilarious, because you honestly crack me up more than anyone else. We always
I
crack
don't
up.
think
You're so funny.
I don't think I'm that
Like you
funny.
do small things that I just find so funny. Like I'm always cracking up when I'm around you.
I feel the same about you. I'd say
Yeah.
you're funny too. You make me laugh.
Yeah, we know. I think we know each other's
Charismatic.
humour.
Funny.
I was gonna say,
say
I don't know if empathetic. That's
I
too
want to say
much.
charming. I feel like you are quite, in the terms of like you're a gentleman.
Mm.
I like the way that David like carries himself. Like he's very like charming and not like a like a cringy sense.
Yeah.
But like very caring, gentlemanly. You hold yourself like very well, and that also. Yeah, you're very there's like another word I want to use as well.
I know what you're trying to say when someone's like
you're very not well, you are protected, but I want to say like I know that you'd always be there for me if I needed something.
100%.
Like you just got my back.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the word for that would be.
Yeah.
But I'd say you're like that with your friends and stuff too. I probably said like 10 words, but
Yeah. No, I'm definitely like that. I suppose manners is a big thing for me. Always has been, and I think that comes from like what we were raised on, by mum and dad, but also our schooling. I think that's always stuck
we
with
went to
me.
boarding school.
Yeah. And you were like, sir.
Six.
Like the teachers were always
Miss,
sir. You had to hold doors open for like
Yes,
seniors.
sir.
Like that's always
Yeah.
stuck with me. Like people are always like, you're really. Oh, the word was about to come to my head then. Like what's the word? Chivalry. Like chivalrous.
Yeah, chivalrous. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Charming. That kind
Like,
of
I
thing.
hold the door open for people when they get in Ubers,
Yes.
and that was like, oh, okay. This like, oh, that's thanks. It's really nice. And I'm like, that's just something that I don't do just to do it. I just do it out of like habit. That's just what I've done.
Manners go a long way, people.
yeah.
I feel like there's not enough people in this world have manners
No.
these days.
Manners maketh the man, off the movie The Kingsman. That sticks with me.
Manners make the man. There
And
you
I
go.
think that's very true. I don't think of another one for you. Like I could say loving, but like I've kind of already said that with the generous side. And empathetic, like I think you just
Very
get people. Like you have an ability to make people feel like included and inclusive, and like you just make them feel warm. Like all your friends and people who are around you always feel that, and you can see that like get energy from you. Like you can bring introverts out, like Ben. Like you've seen him, like since you guys have been together, I've seen him like come way more out of his shell and become more like his personality that you've always seen is
But he
kind
doesn't
of coming
show
to the
everyone.
forefront with a lot of other people. Like you
Yeah.
make people feel comfortable to like actually be themselves. So I think, and you've had all your friends that you've had over time, it's like key people that like I remember who were always quite shy. Like you're always able to bring like a lot out of them, and I think you do that with a lot of people. It's like a skill set that you have. One thing that annoys you about each other. Mine would be the Wharton worry gene, like the way you sometimes worry too much about certain things. And I know I do too. Like it's a family thing, we all do. But you sometimes go like too far, and I'm like,
I'm very much like mum.
yeah. And I think that's again learned behaviour, learned trauma. But I think you're getting better at it. Like I just feel like now your life's
I think being a parent kind of helps
100%.
you. Either you
Seriously.
go one way or you go the other. Either you go major worry, but I'm kind of at the stage where I've kind of gone the other way, where I'm like, he's
It
just
is what
eating
it
something
is.
off the floor.
Yeah.
Well, look,
Yeah.
There you go. It's probably a dried raisin from 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It should be okay.
You can't.
I don't think
Stomach.
I would say, obviously, I'm like a cautious mum, you know, I'm not
Yeah.
just letting him like fling off handlebars and random stuff like that. But I think if you're a parent and you're already a worry wart, you go really one way. And I still have days like that, but like, yeah, I think that's definitely a not a flaw, but like maybe
it's not a flaw because it shows you care, but it's like all things. Too much of one thing's a bad thing, and I think that's sometimes the thing. I'm just like would love you to just like sometimes just like enjoy like you. And I think now owning a house and doing all these things is like that helps cement you. And as you get older, you feel a little bit more like secure in yourself, which sounds really cliche and cringy, but it's true. I think, you know, we look at ourselves now, 31, like looking back to when we were like 18, 20, like all these different life phases, there was so much worry and uncertainty.
Yeah,
I think naturally that's kind of gone out, so you don't worry as much about stuff, which I kind of enjoyed seeing. But yeah, that's one thing I'd say that does annoy me sometimes. I'm like, just chill, like don't worry so much.
Yeah, you can get quite frustrated with that.
What's my one? There's probably quite a few.
Oh, so many. Now 5. No, I'm joking. You're fucking annoying. That. What's one thing that annoys me about you?
You can be honest.
Oh, I know. I can be honest. I will be honest. I'm brutally honest. Maybe like, and this again comes from a lot of your stuff comes from your parents, right? But I would say maybe like your temper. Is something that I wouldn't say like massively annoys me. Like, you're not someone that gets a lot angry at me a lot, but I mean like.
And I would never get physical.
No. I would say probably your temper. Okay, like you can like things that I would probably not get as like irate about. Sometimes, David can get quite like your temper, but that's like. Yeah, I mean, I was called temper at school. Like that.
I think,
like it's quite normal. It all depends on like your parents. Like I feel like if you've seen those kind of traits in your parents, not to any fault of their own, they're just doing the best they could. But like, sometimes that can. Yeah, I think children pick up different things.
Yeah, I definitely picked up some of that stuff.
And I think I picked up all the worry and everything off mum.
Yeah, and I picked up a lot of like the hot-headedness from dad.
The hot-headedness thing. Like I have a temper too. God, I can be a right old bitch sometimes. Poor really. Ben. Sometimes. But I wouldn't say I've experienced that in the last few years.
No.
Like, I wouldn't say I've seen that. I honestly.
More aware of that.
And I would be honest with you. I honestly can't think of anything else that annoys me about you. Yeah. Like if I'm actually genuinely. That's me like picking at straws to like think, oh, okay, this is probably something I could find. Yeah. But we just don't. No. I wouldn't say we annoy each other. No. And I feel like if we did, we'd just be like, oh, that was a bit fucking annoying.
Yeah. I remember we'd always have like tiffs as you do as siblings, always scrap. Especially but I think we would get over it really quickly. Yeah. Like I remember we'd have like...
We wouldn't hold grudges against each other. Maybe like a day or 8 year wish you went between.
Like even when you like, I got grounded for you keying our names inside of the car. Yeah. And I was grounded for like weeks and it was the school holidays and you were out with your mates and I was like in the window watching you go to the park. I still wasn't angry. I don't think I ever could be with you. Like it would go really quick. So I think that's...
It would take a lot for you to like piss me off.
Yeah. Nicknames you have for each other. Like obviously,
Diddle.
Yeah, Kit Kat. Like you would like that's what you were called. Sweet Pea. That's what Dad called you. But like that stuck.
I'll probably say like
Katie Poo.
Diddle.
You got heaps.
20.
Yeah, we don't really
have nicknames. So we just call
we call you sort of joke around like dick face, like silly names. But like we don't really have like set nicknames for one another.
No, we just call each other David and Katie, really.
Yeah, I think that's actually what we call each other. Yeah.
Call each other our names.
What do you order at fast food restaurants? Maybe we could change the question to like, what's your favourite fast food restaurant?
Or what's like your favourite like type of cuisine?
Okay, yeah, what's your favourite type of cuisine? Do that. I'm probably gonna have to go like probably basic saying this, but like Japanese.
Why Japanese too?
I just think it's like really versatile. There's always something you can get.
Sushi.
You could go for some sushi cold, or you can go for like a curry, Japanese curry, or like you can go karaage chicken, or you can go like yakisoba, or like there's so much stuff you can go with.
There is.
So I feel like that would definitely be one, but
you get like ramen, you can get a soupy thing. You can get Japanese plum wine.
Yeah,
yum. Really good. I thought there's a lot. Yeah, like you say, if that's all I had to eat for the rest of my life, I could happily do that because like you could have like, you know, something cold sushi for lunch. Then you could have like you say curry or something hot for like dinner if you wanted that.
Yeah, there's so much different types of stuff that you can eat. So I'll probably say them. I'd probably say that.
Yeah, actually, that's true. I'll probably say Japanese. So there you go. That's something similar to about us.
What's your favourite thing about each other? God, there's heaps. I think we covered them a lot with what
I
we
feel
said
like
before.
this probably quite similar to the words we use to describe each other.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel think about you.
Just everything.
I think, just the way that you make me feel chill. Like, I always, like, no matter what's going on, like, when I come here, it's like, or when I'm around you, it's like, I just feel relaxed.
Same.
It's like, I suppose it's what, like, when I had therapy at the start of this year, and we were talking to my therapist about it, and about, like, my sleep anxiety, because I hate going to sleep. When I'm by myself, I struggle to go to sleep. Like, I'll, like, procrastinate to sleep. Once I'm asleep, I'm fine. But he was talking about how in the womb, like, your whole life, or when you started and you came into the world, you had someone there. So, like, and that person will always be the person that will make you feel what it was like. It sounds weird, but, like, in the fetus, when you're, like, literally the embryo, like, forming with nothing else. Like, I kind of feel like when I'm with you, I'm like, it's like that feeling of, like, when you get, like, a head scratch and you kind of, like, you know, that's what I feel like when I'm around you. I always feel, like, centered and chill. I can have a stressful week at work, like I've had this week, come back, and it's like,
And it's like, yeah,
I see you and
I actually would say that the same. I think it's like the way you bore me. No, I'm joking. I think it's like the way you ground David ground. I think we just ground each other. I think it's like, and like obviously I'd love to go where to Auckland and take Ben and Theo and stuff. But sometimes actually, obviously the overstimulation sometimes of being a mum anyway.
Yeah,
all wanted and warranted. I love it.
Yeah.
But sometimes, I very much look forward to and enjoy times where it's just like I could go away and spend a whole weekend with you.
Yeah.
And I just know that whole weekend I'm just like so content. I have no worries. It's like the way that almost like when I'm with you, my brain is like not anxious.
That's actually like that's what I was kind of saying.
Yeah.
All
It's
of
like
my self-talk,
your
all of
worries
my stuff kind of goes away.
And it's just silence in your brain.
Yeah, it's
and
just
you
like
just talk to each other. It's great.
That's why I feel like
Very
Ritalin
rare
must
to
be
have
for some people on ADHD.
Yeah.
Like you have like your medication, and it's like you're the person who will allow me just to go. And I think that comes down maybe to like the fact that I feel like I can tell you anything or share anything, and there's no judgment. Like my whole life, everything I've gone through, I've always told you. You've been one of the first people I've told literally everything to, and you've never ever gone, ooh, I don't get that, or what. Even if you don't understand it in the first instance, you always like ask the right questions and don't make me feel like awkward to carry on talking.
Yeah.
So I think that comes with that sort of space too. The next question's obviously an easy one to answer. Are you identical twins?
Do you love each other? No. No.
It's not much. I don't know. What do you reckon similarities in terms of we look? We both slouch. But if we got this, is there much similarity?
Forehead wrinkles.
Yes, these ones, a bit of Botox is needed on this.
My moustache is probably...
Yeah, your moustache is very similar. But I don't reckon we're not identical. I think personality-wise, once you're in a room with us, you'll see it.
Like, if you didn't know we were twins...
Yeah.
And then we maybe met you. Although this is kind of awkward, but do you remember we went out for dinner that one time and we were, like, cracking up and joking and laughing? We went to, like, Lone Star or something. And then the lady came to our table and she was like, you guys are such a cute couple. And we were instantly like... Ooh, what the hell? And then I remember saying straight away, like, we're twins, and the lady was so embarrassed. I'm like,
17, favourite film you've seen together and why?
Okay.
I've got one. And it's just the way the movie ended, and the fact that it took me, like, you'd been crying for literally 10 solid minutes, and I didn't start crying until I was like, what just happened? Did they die together? And you were like, yeah. And then I started crying.
Should we say at the same time?
Yeah, 1,
3,
2,
2, 1.
Notebook. I swear that movie, like, that sticks out in my brain as a movie because I love a rom-com and I love like a sad cry, which you do too. You love a cathartic film. Yeah. Obviously, right, when you're older and you have a lot of trauma, you kind of have to pick your moments when to have it because you've got like stressful job bills, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But always loved it. And I just remember that watching that movie with you for the first time in your room.
Oh my God, and I was an absolute wreck. That movie, it's just...
And you were crying for like a solid 30 minutes to build up to that point.
When she's like, Noah... Nah, calm.
Yeah, so that's him.
If you've never watched it, watch that.
Classic film.
I'm trying to think of like kid. Did we watch The Parent Trap together?
Yeah, unreal movie, man.
Sorry, that's actually one of my favourite movies, is The Parent Trap. And
that movie's
still
actually
to this day, my mind is
funny.
blown that Lindsay Lohan played both twins. I thought it was two different people.
Yeah, I remember thinking that.
She played both of them.
Yeah, I do remember thinking that as a kid. Like, she was like...
And how did they do that?
She was a Mary Kate and Ashley type person.
Yes, and I thought she had a twin for so long.
But I think because we were twins, we obviously love that movie. But like any of those Disney original movies, like High School Musical was quite a pivotal moment. We watched that heaps.
Every Day After School.
Yeah. I think yeah, Parent Trap definitely. We watched that movie a lot. And Notebook probably for me, I think would be up there. Obviously, Lion King and other Disney films would be up there, but
yeah, lots of Disney and things like that.
Well, this is an easy question. I just said earlier that you're way better at this than me. Who is the better cook between the two of you? Literally, I've been living off nachos, mince-based meals since I was at uni, and not much has changed. So that's an aspiration of mine that I want to change. I want to be more independent and learn how to cook.
Pinterest, that's what I've learned.
Yeah, I started TikTok and stuff. It's obviously good for micro learning, not doom scrolling, and like learning how to cook meals. But like actually doing it, it's weird. Like I love watching cooking stuff because I can just remember growing up with you. You and James would always be watching like food TV, and like we loved watching stuff like that.
Wish I had Sky.
But like you two actually were good at that. Became more of like you enjoyed doing it. When I do it, I do get stressed, which is weird because I'm like, oh, it's fucking cooking a meal for myself. Like I'm not really cooking for lots of people, but I love food. Food's something I love.
I've got the fire on.
So yeah, and you obviously are a mean cook. Like you're cooking pies, you're cooking all sorts of stuff.
She's fucking Mrs. Lovett from Boys 2012,
mate. Mrs. Lovett pies.
Although we don't want to be putting bodies.
Describe the last thing you did with your twin. What the hell?
Went to town.
Yeah, went to Dunedin town.
Went to town, had a mooch.
Had a mooch, bought some bits and bobs, looked at some things. I think that was the last thing that we did together.
Yeah. We went out and got wood for the fire.
Great, domestic.
Team bonding.
20, complete this statement. My twin sister or / brother is.
My twin brother is my favourite person in the whole world.
Oh, he stole mine.
How you gonna top that? I'm the better twin.
My twin sister is
seriously, though.
My favourite human of all time.
Hey, okay.
Of all time.
The goat.
The goat. And will always be the goat. Doesn't matter who I think comes into my life. Doesn't matter if I meet fucking the love of my life.
I'm the same because obviously
or anything.
It's weird, not weird to say that, but like obviously I have a son.
Yeah.
And I love him to absolute pieces. In another way, I have another. It's like obviously mother-son love.
Yeah.
And then I have my partner.
Yeah.
Who I love, but then
Yeah. That's
I think like in
level.
general.
It's a different level.
If
that's
there
like
was
the
like
level.
one,
the root of like love, when people are like, who is the person?
Because it's like it's core. Weird because when you think about like your siblings, especially if you have a twin, if you're a twin, you're not close to your twin, totally fine. You wouldn't understand. I guess everyone's different, but because we literally grew up together, did have so many memories together. Everything we did was always together, and then we're still very close in adulthood.
And I think all the highs and all the lows.
All the lows we've been through, all the highs brings us together and makes us even
we
closer.
But we were always majorly close. I think, but obviously with James, our older brother, like we got closer.
Yeah, we have an older brother.
Through the.
He's more like a dad.
Through the trauma, like my relationship with him got way stronger. Ours was always really close, but I think we came all closer together as a unit.
I'm definitely closer to James. I was always close to James.
You were always close to James.
But
I was
think
me and brothers, like we always
lots of trauma, I guess, stuff that we've been through. We've definitely, obviously we have parents.
Yeah, we do.
But I wouldn't say we have like a normal relationship with them.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, all three of us have always had each other.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is very important.
And I think we've like all matured in the right way, and like it's hectic. Like I'll talk to people about stuff, and I think that one of the things that I value also about you is we're pretty open, like people, and that's when I talked about some of the things I like about you, like bringing the best out of people. I think it's one thing that we've always done with each other is, and with our friends and with our group, is shared experiences we've been through, or traumatic experiences, or our story. Because we want other people also to feel comfortable to be able to do that as well. Like we're very aware of other people's energy, and like we've got EQ, and we like are very empathetic and caring. And I think that's one of the things that kind of sets us apart. And I think that's one of the things that I value in each other. And I dread one of us going like, I was talking to someone the other day, and they were like, I went to a funeral for this person and their twin, and like my mum was a twin. My mum was a twin or something, and she like said that's like when her life like completely changed. And I was like, don't talk about this, please. It was like a Monday at work as well, so I was already like, get me, like don't want to hear it. Yeah. But that's I think the deepness and the bond you have as a twin is something you just don't find anywhere else.
No, you don't find that in a partner or a
child. Like I said, you're in the womb with that person. Like you're formed. Like neither one of us was giving up the race to the. Is it what's the egg called? Embryo? The race.
No, we are an embryo.
What's the?
Sperm.
Yeah, but what's the rate? What do they go into?
The egg.
Oh, that's it. The race to the egg. We were both like, nah, fuck it, I'm getting in.
Yeah. And then there you are.
There you
It is
are.
quite weird having twins.
But yeah.
Right, this video's going to be literally probably like an hour long. It's going to be really fun to edit for me.
Yeah, sorry.
You should be.
But yeah.
But yeah, we thought we'd just do a little questionnaire. I mean,
Yeah.
just to get to know.
Yeah, get to know.
Get to know me.
Get to know me.
Who am I?
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are? Thank God you're here.
I've been watching it recently.
Okay.
Alright.
That
Much
was
love,
fun.
team.
But yeah.
Like, subscribe.
Big yawn. All the best, God bless.
All the best, God bless.
And we'll see you
When we see ya.
when we see you.